All right. Hello, and welcome, everybody. It's Thursday evening, 7 p.m., the dawn of a new era. Today, you can start earning alongside Liberty Aid Academy if you have submitted your testimonial. I know I have submitted my testimonial, and Tammy replied back that it's approved, and she loved it. So we'll be seeing that up there shortly. I'm sure she's getting a lot of them in place, but that's the name of today's show, how you can earn alongside Liberty Aid Academy. Welcome, John. How you doing tonight?
I am doing great. I'll get into what I just saw in a minute, but yeah, that's a great theme for tonight's show. It really is. We could go into the details, and another good news is just for a few hours now, just for the rest of today, we're having a discount of 50% off, and it's over after that. So if anyone's thinking of getting it,
1-5?
Yeah, 1-5.
Okay.
50% off. So to match what we're talking about tonight. So yeah, I can't even believe what I just saw. I've never even heard of anything about what I've just saw. I just this is gonna be so hard to describe. Uh, it was light out here, okay? Like the sun had just set. I can't see the actual horizon line from where I am, but according to the time and everything, it was still light out, completely light out. And how to describe this? I would say a few. I don't know the distance exactly, but I would say no more than a tenth of a mile from me, maybe less. A star appeared. A star appeared in the sky, low down. You know what I'm saying? At like the height of a helicopter or lower, like a height of a bird, maybe not too high flat a bird, not too low. A star appeared and started swirling around with all this. It was white, and all this white, sort of like as if a star was giving off stuff in water. You know what I'm saying? And just swirling around. I was very physically close to where I am. I don't know if anyone else saw it. I was just standing outside. I looked over. I saw this thing. I couldn't believe it. I was just stunned. I was like, that's why I was a minute too late. I was like, that I've never even heard of anything like that. You know what I mean? This was nowhere up in the sky or nothing. It was also one of the most beautiful things I ever seen. So, do
you think now? Let me ask you two questions. Do you think it was more of a craft or more of a portal?
More of a portal, I would say. You know, a star is like our soul, our halo, our methodology for in and out of here. But it was like that, but down here.
Right.
It wasn't up there. It was down here. It was just felt like, some entity was being here. Somebody got their soul or something like that.
A lot of energy coming out of there, huh?
Yeah, it was totally three-dimensional. It wasn't like, just something like a comet or something like that. Now it was like it was three-dimensional. It was like it had a center point of light, but then and it just kept. I was like, should I grab my phone? You know what I mean? So I try right inside and grab my phone. And it kept going on, and I'm gonna get it. Oh no! And then it started to fade a little bit, and then it was like then it was just a point of light.
Wow.
It sort of looked like it was going along with the wind, but the wind is like a totally different direction. So and it's very windy today. Like 30-mile-an-hour gusts or whatever. So it's I'm gonna have to process that. What do you say? A dawn of a new era? Where we started the show, I was like, that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
If you had to put it in words, you already put it in words. It was like a dawn of a new era. It looked like that. It was like, uh, you know, I was like, "What? Did they say something about this in the Bible or something?" Like, what
Mm,
is this event? It's like a star came down from heaven. That's what it looked like, and that's just I have never heard of anything, seen any video, nothing
yeah.
like ever, nothing close. So that's why I'm never late, but like, what? I was just stunned there for a minute, like just
Well, that's worth hanging out for because that's a great story to start with. That's a
I
great
just
sighting.
yeah, that's the feeling I had. It's sort of the dawn of a new era. Is something came here.
Mhm, mhm.
So that's definitely. And yeah, okay. But getting back to what the show's about is it is an exciting show we're having really because we did get that new course up, Trump Millionaire course. It's on a website so you could understand it. Uh oh yeah, Mayor Green.
We've got some people here too, as you're saying that. Frank's here. Hello, hello. Alex in the house with the hearts.
All right. You know what? It's sort of like Alex's logo a little bit, but all white. It's crazy what I've seen.
Oh, the swirly,
Yeah. But three-dimensional and all white. It's not like a
interesting.
cloud exactly.
Well, Alex is near you, isn't he? Maybe he's trying to get to you.
All right,
Jason says
Jason.
hello. Oh, look at that. Scott's in the house.
All right.
JC's got his. All right.
Love it.
Jack rejected my testimonial. He said AI wrote it.
What? What
I
are
think
you
he's
talking
being
about?
funny.
Tammy
He's
gets the
being funny.
testimonials on me.
Andy says, greetings. I'll have a review up this week. Very good, Andy. Excellent, excellent. But yeah,
That's
that's what we got so far.
that's great. So what's going on is what Tim did a show about. Tim Judge, by the way, co-host, realtor all over the USA. If you need him, he's right here. Get in touch with Tim, okay? Please. If you're like, how to get in touch with Tim? Well, I mean, get in touch with us. We'll get you in touch with Tim.
I'm in
Uh,
the classroom for people that like, plus I'm, here on YouTube. So
yeah.
reach out, reach out.
So we did a new type of a course because, after 15 years of being around and really Tammy, reminded me that we're almost up to 100 testimonials now. A staggering amount, really, considering no one else has testimonials of and in any sector of any business anywhere. There are no video testimonials. Hey, I went to your school and it worked, and this is the proof. And that never happens. You might get somebody to write something in, but not with proof. Not no, that's never. We're she's like, we're almost at 100. I was like, whoa. So in that vein and in that regard, what I really wanted to we have so many ways for people to save money, make money, so
Yep.
like EBT, no paying taxes, and Section 8 housing, all this different stuff where you get money, but we didn't have a way where people can get like paid money cash through their own payment gateway, you know and I've been wanting to come up with something to do that for so long, especially for the people who have supported us with the testimonial,
Hmm.
because it really proves it is real and everything. And there are no problems and all that. So I come up with this Trump millionaire course because the super wealthy and Trump in particular, in public, you can look it up. You can Google all this, what I'm going to tell you. Trump runs a trust. He has all these other businesses. He bankrupts them. Money goes in the trust. It's like, what? How's he do that stuff? You know what I mean? And so I was like, I need to put all our courses together and show people how they work together.
Hmm.
So you can, generate some money, and some savings, and wickedly cut down on your expenses, and how it all works together. All the courses we have works together, and you could be wealthy. Um, and then I was like, okay, I do want people to have this information, but at the same time, after 15 years, they're cutting out our ad accounts. We can't get videos up. We can't do paid advertising, which they make us so invisible, and rightly so, because we're the most dangerous organization in the history of Earth, really, to the powers that be. Uh, this information is what they have and have hidden from everyone, and we got the proof that all this works. So it was like, the people that did testimonials, let's use a grassroots approach to get the word out about Liberty Gate Academy. So it created this course, uh, and the only way you can pay for it is with a testimonial. So it's a way to pay back all those people that supported us by showing their proof and their testimonial stuff. And at the end of the course, so it's a course, we give it to you, we send it to you, it's got all these links, this information, all this stuff, and at the end of it, it's got a button where they could hit get 15% off, boom. And so it's for the McCaig Mastery Bundle, which is all our courses put together. Okay, so you get everything, and it's already at a really big discount, but we're getting a further 15% off. And so all the courses together are like $5,000 roughly. And so, $49.97, something like that. And so anyone who has a testimonial gets this course for free from us, can then put it up on your social media and use your payment gateway to get paid up to $750, which is 50% of the courses. So the individual who's like, oh, hey, let me get that. How does Trump do it? I'll tell them how to do it. It doesn't give them all the courses, but it tells them how it's done, how you all work together and stuff. Brings them, oh, you want to be a student and learn every detail so you can do it? Hit the button at the end. And so, but we're not going to get paid on that. If they come to Liberty Academy, great, we'll get a new student. But you all, whoever does the testimony, like Tim, is going to have their payment gateway up, is going to have the amount of money, whatever it is, and then up to $750, they hit it. You get paid all 100% of that, and they get the course, and they learn what's up out there. How does this guy have so much money? He's in Section 8 housing himself. The White House is free, so is a vice president. How do they all get all free houses? That's in there. I tell you how to do that in different ways. I tell you how it all works together, and you get paid directly yourself. So many of the people are really helpful, like Dee Dee, the Poe family, all Alan, and just all of these people who are in the classroom helping other people, and just really take it extremely seriously, helping other people and showing proof. And this is what I did. This is how you do it. Click that button. Don't click that one. Say this. Don't say that. It's not only me in there. It's all these other wonderful people who care about this work so much, care about their families, care about other people, care about the truth, and are showing the proof of it. That's who I wanted to give back to. Yes, we need a grassroots approach so that people can see us and come to us, but it's not fair that I just ask people to do that. It'll give you a course, you get paid, and at the end of it, those people come and they become a student or not, but they have, they'll have that course forever. That link will always work. So even if it takes them a month of that's what they're doing. Why? You know what I mean? Because everybody comes to the school is like, and so not everybody, but so many people are like, oh, I watched all your videos. I can't believe it. You know what I mean? Like, as long as they get here, watch the videos, I'll be like, what? I can't believe it.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. That's what I said in my testimonial, that I just followed along, cut and paste, and made it super simple. So
AB
yeah.
28.
Yes.
I mean, time loop master. Good to see you too. Amen. Amen.
Maybe AD just got off that, came through that portal.
Amen. Amen. Oh, hey. So anyway, that's what Tim themed the show after, and I'm really excited because wow, if you've been watching our channel and seeing all these testimonials that have shown up and the super cool people that have changed their lives, and you know, like Professor Spira here. Oh man, what a what a testimonial. I love it. And he's out there helping people with diet and health, and he's already got his own gig going, and we just enhance that over here. You already got your own gig going. We just so Didi, three times someone has donated in the history of this channel as three times only Didi. So, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Didi. That's what I'm saying. She needs a course like this and so on, and the many other people with their incredible testimonials, maybe they're recent or many years old.
Frank says he's referred two individuals who have purchased the course prior to the Trump course. Suppose I'll do a testimonial. There you go. Now you're the reason, Frank. This is why he's doing it.
Yeah, it is. And it's also not just so you get paid, yes, for that. But I also want to make these people that have done a testimonial get the information. How does it
Mhm.
all work together? I want you to have it. And nobody else deserves this level of information. For sure, you all do. And I want to give it to you. Who was that, Frank?
There's
Yeah,
Jamie in the house.
baby.
Frank was saying that
Oh,
Professor Spear has great testimonial.
it is a great as there we
Mhm.
and no one doesn't have a great testimonial that said it's like every single one is like, whoa, yes.
I think he's saying Jack represents truth and darkness. I refer everyone I know to Jack. Continued success. Yep. There
Yeah,
you go.
I saw this whole thing, truth and darkness, just like flew over my head tonight. That stunned me so much I couldn't even believe it. But yeah, it's now it's true to physical for us. So man, I wish I had a video of that. I'd be like, look at my phone. I'd be like, look at this thing. Oh man. I guess it's gonna happen again because stuff, that happens repeats, but it just hasn't happened up till now. I never seen anything like it. But
You're outside at the right time.
yeah, I'm telling you. And I was getting ready for the show and I was like, oh, I feel I should go outside right now. And I went, what? I'm like, you're one with God. And I'm like, okay, I'll go outside. Like I was gonna write down notes for the show like I usually do for sure. And nope, I went outside. What? But yeah, hey, it's a like, right?
Yep.
Thank you, Dee Dee. And if we are sharing the truth and you feel like that, which we are, we got 50 years of proof. Why not put it out on social media to help people? And why not get this Trump millionaire course and get paid to ching for helping people? Uh, they're really going to be stoked to get the information. I was at the drum circle last night, and this dude was down from Michigan. He was like, you know, 28 or something like that. And we were just standing around at the end, and he's with some dude I have talked to before, and he was like, "Hey, this was going on." I laid down my rap on him. I was like, "Oh yeah," uh, he was talking about money or something. I'm like, oh, you need some money? And I told him this is how you do, and he was just like, "Oh, wow, that's," and he kept listening, like he
Mhm.
was only here for a little bit down in warm, sunny Florida. We're looking at the sunset, and he was like, "Man, I'm gonna get some credit cards tomorrow." I was like, "Yeah, I would do that. Couple hundred grand every time. What? Why wouldn't you do it? They wipe the slate clean in 7 years, no matter what. Take that money."
Jay's in the house said, "Sorry, I'm late. I've been busy trying to push the Washington Monument over."
I saw that photo. He he has such a great photo of him on a roof of a building, in DC, and the monument was there, and he's up there like this. He's like two hands, like or two hands like this, and like the
Yep.
piano. So watching the monument, like ah, that was super funny photo, Jay. Thank you for that.
AD saying, funny how in the beginning days, Jack, they would do everything to censor him. They really don't want this information out. Change your life. Follow Jack. Yes.
Yeah, and they're doing
Exactly
it
true.
again now. And the day Trump went in, he put up the wall. He put up the cyber wall. I told everyone way before he got elected, there were only two
Yeah.
famous people that could have come to the forefront. It'd be Trump, and it's going to be Elon. And now his doggy, E-God, right? Elon God, our savior, has showed up with Trump. And so yeah, they put up that wall day of, turned off our Google Ads account, clip off. It was
Mm.
like, so they're such cheaters. They simply cheat. The only way they stay in charge is by cheating. So ridiculous.
When
So
you had said you were creating this course, I did some of my own research and I sent you a video. New York Times, before he was elected, I think it came out in either 09 or 12 or something like that, but before he started running. But it was basically how Trump got successful or whatever. But it was only a 2-3 minute video, and they glossed over the fact that his family, his father, Fred, right, made the money, had the buildings, blah, 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 and put everything inside a trust. And then the trust went to the kids and they didn't pay taxes on it. And then they split the trust up. Each kid had its own, there was 5 of them. And so then each kid had a piece of the trust and whatever. So it was just, they funneled it right through. And basically the New York Times, of course, was just getting to the fact that, he didn't pay taxes like everybody else pays taxes on when buildings transfer ownership and everything like that. And so they really glossed over it, but it was a 2-3 minute video piece about how the trust worked for the Trump family. And I put it there in the classroom, and I hope you saw that. But yeah, I mean, it's out there, it's public knowledge, but Jack's the one who will give you the step-by-step on how to do it.
that's a great piece, Tim. I appreciate that. That
Yeah.
video is really good. And yeah, that's I'm a I got an MBA and an MSA. MSA, mastery the science of accounting. That's what that is. So I'm an accountant. Uh, and so I never did taxes for anybody as an accountant. I was an auditor. So I was trained to look at what people are doing, right? And see what they're doing. And then check the paperwork to see if it matches. That's what an
Mhm.
auditor does. I was in Wilmington, North Carolina. I audited the airport. The airport at Wilmington is larger underneath the airport. I've been in them tunnels and everything, than it is above. I just couldn't believe that when I saw that there are tunnels everywhere on Earth. Like, it makes me wonder after I see what I
Mhm.
see now. They're driving vehicles around down there and everything. It's offices, all this crazy amount of stuff. That's where there's security forces underground at airports. Crazy, crazy. I audited the city of Wilmington, seen every piece of paper, all the what do firemen do, for crying out loud? There are more firemen. There are hundreds and hundreds of police in the city of
Mhm.
Wilmington. I see the paperwork. There are way more firemen. They're just running all the back, like the crisis actors. That's what they are. Like, what are they doing? They were just sitting around in their buildings all day. You see them at lunch, spending a mint. It's like, wait, don't you all have a kitchen and stuff? Y'all took the truck out to lunch. They go out to lunch every day here in Nokomis, Maryland. Like they go to the same place with the truck. It's like, what do you? Yeah, they're. How many fires are there? You never see a fire. You know what I mean? You see,
Mhm.
yeah, California's forest burns, but like a house burning, super duper rare. They ain't do nothing all day. What are they up to? You know what I mean? Oh, they need some crisis actors to do you know, oh, a bomb went off in a race. You know what I'm saying? All this stupid nonsense that they pull up. No, this is news. We got the video. What?
Dan's here with a question. I have to submit a paper, SS4, to obtain an EIN. Question
No,
number
you don't.
16.
I would go online and do it. No, you don't.
And question 16 asks, principal activity of your business. Should I check other or specify a Christian ministry?
Yeah, do it online and follow the instructions and don't use that form. That's my recommendation. Takes 2 minutes, instead of waiting for weeks and then you get it back. No, that's a bad plan altogether. And if you have a question like this, where like I'm filling out a form and I have a question on this part of a form, you go to the classroom, right? You're a student in the classroom. So you go in there and it's all the different things are down.
It was rejected
Yeah,
online.
if it rejected you, is for a reason, and the reason is that you're using the name of a trust that has been used too many times. That's the only reason that you get rejected. So you're going to get rejected with SS4 too. So you should be putting questions in the classroom, and I could have answered that in 1 minute. I said, no, you got to pick another name because that's what happened. That's the only reason that a trust gets rejected for your EIN. Never another reason. Never. There's never
Mm.
another reason. Never, 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 never. Your name matches too many other trusts that have used the exact same name. Never use a SS4. Always do it online. If you have a problem, go into the classroom, ask me, and I'll answer super quickly, like I answered in 5 seconds right now. So yeah, don't do that. We have the classroom for a reason. I'm in there. Tammy's in there. Uh, I'll be in there less and less soon, actually. Probably Tammy's gonna be in there more and more. She's reorganized it. I gotta start law school because of everyone with Stockholm syndrome and because of everyone that stole my work. I gotta put them out of the business. So uh, I'm just gonna be available less and less because of everyone with Stockholm syndrome. I have to go in there, yeah, but what about an attorney? It's like, what about them? They have no proof that they've done anything
Yeah.
for any human ever except for steal people's money. What about them? They're the first ones to the guillotine. That's what I would do. Okay, who's first? Give me the list of who's got a bar card. Okay, they go first. You politicians can stand around and watch. Actually, you're next,
Mm.
obviously, but you can stand around and watch.
Didi's saying before the airport was here, it was an Air Force base. Every Christmas, the kids would gather on the golf carts and go underground and get ready for the jets with Santa.
I'm telling you, like reality, people just don't know anything about reality. They don't. They don't. They don't. But it's important. Not that I focus on telling you things or like, oh, hey, guess what? It's important that I get people, everyone in the bottom chakra first. How do I get that money? You know what I mean? Because when you get the money and you have no one's stealing any money, now it's in a trust like them, so nobody's going to steal the money. Now that everything's safe and secure and stuff like that, and you're like on the other side of that, and your expenses are lower, we got money coming in and so on. Now you can hear the rest of the truth because you can finally wait, all this worked. Oh my God, this is actually how they've been enslaving me. You know what I'm saying? Financially. Once you get to the other side of that, then you're like, hey, what else are they doing to me? You know what I'm saying? So we started the bottom chakra and let's get that money first. Then you could get on to the rest of it. How I have all the rest of the truth in there. It comes in the bundle too. Read my book, Game of Souls. You'd be like, okay, there's more stuff. Yeah, there's some more stuff. But start with the money, get your assets secure, your revenue stream, lower your expenses, get all the finance for your whole family, get your children secure, everything. Get the government out of your life totally and don't have to pay them a nickel. That's first. After that, you want to look into more stuff. I got all that stuff too, but start there, everyone. And I even had a student today in the classroom. Hey, but what about, and they talked about like, what about a foreign grantor trust? How's this? How, like, well, that's fake, and nobody has any. That's not even a real thing. And it's like, yeah, but why won't you use a revocable trust? It's like, because if you look on the IRS website, that's a tax scam. It means you can revoke your assets back to the prior taxable entity. Why would you want to do that anyway? And every lawyer only gives out a revocable trust. So every single lawyer is running a tax scam down on you that for sure the IRS can steal all your money in the trust and all your assets. They're so evil. Oh my God. And yet I still am 15 years into this, still get that question from a new student. It's so bad out there. That's why I'm gonna get this law degree to help people out because and that's why I'm gonna be less available because they're making me invisible, you know. I mean, what 2016 they created a Facebook created a notarized death certificate company, memorialized my account. They owe me at least millions. I'm gonna go put everyone that's stolen my copyrighted work out of business, and I'm gonna get my money back from all these creepy, apps and companies that are taking advantage of me and trying to hide me. Oh, giving me a death threat in public, you know? Yeah, okay, threaten me. I don't care. I'm not stopping it. But you're trying to make it so people won't do this work when everything 100% fine with proof. Just look at Trump. It's okay for him. What? Why didn't you say he's dead and turn off his accounts? Not just turn off his accounts, tell everybody he's dead. Why don't you do that? Like, play fair. Ridiculous, ridiculous what I have to go through up in here to share the truth.
Professor here says, I'd love for you to expand on the reasoning behind the precise nomenclature used in the trust, the Constitution for the United States of America, use of for and lowercase us. It's interesting.
That's really just to help people with their Stockholm syndrome on both sides of the fence. That's all. That's all that is. Because but people are coming like, oh, this must be there's some super secret hidden, thing. Well, the Ingot We Trust /USA Inc. is just a registered uh corporation, a trust in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, I show the link constantly in here, got videos on it, all that stuff. So, people are like, oh, that's what I'm under. And no, and also what you're doing is you're having that in there. So when you go to the bank, they're like, oh, this is common law, we can't do it. And then it's like, yeah, but it's constructed under the laws of the United States. That's what it says. You know what I mean? It's not in opposition to it. Why was it not in opposition to it? It's not because the Ingot We Trust is at the same level as your trust. It's not one above or one below. It's the same type of trust. It's the we being the devil, right? So the Faustian compact with the devil, where you can sign your soul over, uh, that's what's happened, right? The devil is trustee and grantor of the God we trust, the devil. And so to be a beneficiary of that, a parent signs the piece of paper when their baby is born. Oh, okay, here, make a birth certificate. And that creates an individual goes into the beneficiary role of that. And so at the end of life, right? You become one with the devil, and you're one with the devil while you're alive, and that's what you do. That's the God we trust. So I'm saying, no, I'm in the same uh ballpark as that. You see what I'm saying? At the same level. You side with Jesus Christ as a Christian loophole. And so you're like, okay, thanks, no thanks to the devil. That's what I said face to face with the devil when I opened my first bank account, Christian Ministries Trust in Chase Bank, 3/14/2016, 4:45 p.m., Tucson, Arizona. Sits right next to me, offers me $485 million cash. I was like, no, thank you. 33-year-old white guy, short hair, dressed men in black, exact suit, in a black supercar with them, not gull wing doors like that, but they kind of go choop, just show it goes like that. I don't know what they're called, but walks right in and made me the offer. I was like, no, walk right out. That's it. So, I was like, okay. This is I thought I would go down to the bank and see if this is real. This is totally not what I was expecting at this level of reality at all. So you're real. That means the other guy's real. So the answer is no. Plus, what an insult. I make the portal for the way out of here, and it's million with the M. What a freaking insult. So no.
Dan's here with I did use the same trust name to apply for the trust, listing my mother as the grantor trustee successfully online, took it online. I can only assume it was my social security number that threw up the red flag, perhaps.
Yeah, no, it's the name. You should be doing first name, last name, trust is anyone's trust. You're not a
Hmm.
Christian. That's for holding real estate. You don't even need a Christian name. What it should be first name, last name, trust. Dan or Dale, Doherty, right?
Doherty.
Trust. Well, however he says it. I know people
Yeah.
that say it Doherty. Maybe it's Doherty, but so I've had a friend that name is called Doherty. So however you say it, I think people miss say Doherty. But I used to like, hey Doherty, you'd be like, it's Doherty more because my name's impossible to pronounce my
Yeah.
last name. So he would be like, oh hey, homie, hard to pronounce last name. Give me five, man. I learned about that in high school. When they read, "Are you here?" It's like here's another problem in the class. It was never. I was like, "Look, you're here." He's like, "No, that's my name is said." I was like, "Well, you weren't here the first 10 times we were in class. Where were you?" Anyway, we became friends. Uh, he was rarely there either. Uh, Anyway, no, it's you should be using first name, last name, trust, matches your ID, doesn't get any red flags, you get the EIN, no problem whatsoever. So that the having a Christian name one is about holding real estate. So yeah, yeah. See, I got it right. I learned a while ago. Uh, I made a mistake. Like everyone gets it wrong first. Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
says, "Oh, John McCaig." I'm like, "There's no R in that." Everyone gets my name wrong. So I was like, "Oh, there's my homie that everyone gets his name wrong. Hey, what's up, homie?" you know, Thanks God for such a great name that everyone will get wrong my whole life. Love it. So same with Dan.
Well, if you want to know why my name is Judge, my grandfather says that his dad came through Ellis Island, and in an Irish accent, he said, "My name's O'Brockney." And the guy standing there said, "I'm not writing that down. You're Judge, like the guy in front of you." And that was it. So my grandfather told me that story. Stuck with it. He's told that many times. But yeah, the guy on Ellis Island didn't want to write down or understand O'Brockney.
Yeah, the
So
Irish should give the few that got through are giving them fits on the names,
yeah,
even to each other still.
yeah.
So I totally get it. I totally get that one. So but you are a good judge of character and the truth. So actually not a bad name for you over there. Yeah, I must say.
Make it work. Make it work. Come on, guys. Jack's answering questions, and the videos can't pop up, and the YouTube feeds needs you all to hit the like. Yes, thank you, Dee Dee. And she also gave you another $2. She's paying for the show tonight.
Dee Dee, you're
Dee
all
Dee's the sponsor. Dee Dee's sponsoring our show tonight.
She's the only one that's ever sponsored any show we've ever had. Thank you, Dee. We're the only ones sharing the truth. And, and I brought her up as the one who really, Dee's been around this work the longest and has had the most incredible spiritual experiences. She could do a whole show, anytime you want to get on here, girl, we you come on and show your dimples out here and give everybody quite a an interesting list. And anytime you're ready, all here. Hit that link and jump on anytime. Everyone would love to hear from you. So, boy, the stories that you have on your own from doing this for so long, amazing, amazing. But thanks for the support, Dee.
Frank says it's rare that someone pronounces my person's name correct the first time. So yeah, that's why he goes by Frank's Upholstery Shop.
That's not your last name?
Yeah.
Oh, talk about a difficult business too. I mean, working the fabric of the universe. That's quite a deal. Uh, you must be very gifted. But yeah, no, we're the unpronounceable name group. It's great. You make them hidden. Even if you see them, you can't remember their name. You can't even say it, can't remember it. How in the heck did they spell it? I can't even say it. Yeah, make us invisible in every way they can. So funny. Uh yeah, man. So yeah, we got the Trump Millionaire course that just came up on March 1st, and this is the first show we're having after it got up. And thankfully, everyone's reporting back all the links work. Hey, I checked all the links work. Hey, I checked all the links work. So it's all good to go. It's all working from the jump. I'm happy about that.
Andy's back and said last week you said there's only 8 years left. He wants you to explain that one.
Oh, yeah, we're in a 64-year time loop. Starts they celebrate the halfway point, right? Those aren't the powers of God on 9/11/2001. 32 years one way, 32 years the other, right? The summer of love is when it all starts, right? Woodstock, 9/11, 1969, and it ends 9/11 2033. Where I never born, I never die. I'm always the messenger of God here, you know. Woohoo. Everyone else gets to leave at some point, but I'm the only one. Even my shadow can be taken by another one. Oh, what?
There we
Uh-oh.
go.
We get a leak
Jay,
here. We sprung a
Jay's
leak.
getting into it.
Jay got into it. We sprung a leak. Sprung a leak in the dome. The ocean is now coming in. Fantastic. Look at this. I can't believe it. I know, Dee Dee. Wow. You're always first, Dee Dee. You're always, look at you. You're always first.
Jay wanted to outdo DD. One shot,
So yeah, 64 year
good.
time loop, American flag, right? Every flag in America, every state actually matches this. The Alaska flag, 8 on one side, 8 stars on the other, 8 times 8, 64. The American flag, right? 13 stripes, 50 stars, field of blue, 64. The Beatles, when I'm 64, boop, boop. The I Ching, 64. The chessboard, 64. The rosary, 64. Really, it's so ubiquitous that once I say it is so obvious, you know. It jumped out of the foxhole for
Jumped out of the foxhole for that one.
that. Oh, what did that feel, did you hear something like the Washington Monument falling? I thought I felt something.
Well,
Oh.
I'll tell you, it is very good for the algorithm that people make comments, ask questions, and of course, sponsoring the show like this, very good. YouTube's definitely going to take notice of that. So it is good. Every mention, everything, and of course these donations are very powerful for everyone, so that it gets out there. And Dee Dee's adding everyone who watches blogs and videos and don't read the comments unless they have a super chat paid. Yeah, it does. It's a big flag. So if you want to say something special, you know, put a couple bucks behind it. Put your money where your mouth is, as they say.
Yeah,
And
that's what I'm saying. I thought I heard a $10 Washington Monument. Boom. You know, it's like, whoa. The Alamo already fell down there where in Austin, Texas, where Dee Dee is. She's making her last stand up there. She's renting Texas. Her prayers are for real.
Andy wants to know what happens on year 9.
Well, one day here is 1,000 years out there. You see the saying, time, you know, in the land of infinite out there, the moon is hell and the sun is heaven. So you go one of the other places at that point, and then those two things, the time is at a different rate. That's why when they pop in here, these fallen angels and stuff, when they pop in here, they're moving like, you know, the Flash. You know what I mean? They're under a different time constraint. That's why they're invisible. They move at a different rate up in here. They have different abilities than we do. You know, this is like the Truman Show, or really more like Disney World. You know what I'm saying? Where they have all the powers of make believe and all that stuff, and we play the game. You know, but that's for real. So that's why, you know, I shook hands with the devil and said, you know, you're forgiven. Do your worst up on them. That's how I got to the truth, is you pushed me. So okay, I made it. You know, you made me homeless, stole my home, you know, stole my children, messed up my family. I, you know, pushed me in a corner. I turned and ran at you like I'm gonna, yeah, you kill me, or you know, I'm gonna find out the truth.
Anna says she loves to hear Dee Dee's story.
I love to hear
Yes.
Dee Dee's stories, and I'm the only one that gets to hear them because she's always telling me, and I'm like, and she's like, man, nobody wants to. I'm like, what? Nobody wants to hear what you did to what's his name? Oh, that dude with the tattoos all over his face, Tech Nine or something like that. That rap dude. Oh, just that story. The story of Dee Dee signing, like when she's like, "How do I?" She calls me and this drove all these different stories. You can't believe what she's seen.
She says that sweet Jack and God has been the reason. And she's in Takashi
69.
69.
Yeah, that whole story, people can relate to it. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff, let me see if my prayers work. She's like, that guy is not coming to Austin to play. And she prayed about it. He had to cancel his shows. What? They want to hear that from you, not from me. You see what I'm saying? And then she done it again when he tried to come another time. She's like, now I'm gonna pray again. He couldn't come again. It's like the only shows he ever canceled. What?
He brags he has not backed down from performing anywhere.
That's what I'm saying, Didi. Come on, why don't you tell these stories? Why am I telling from over here? It's ridiculous. Plus, I ain't got no dimples up over here. You get the dimples. Come on now.
Adil says his music made me lose brain cells.
Right. I haven't heard it, but I've seen the image.
Jay says, keep it up.
And that was years ago. The stuff this lady says, she's for real out there. She's been holding down most of America while you all are trickling in here finally.
Adil says he does not want to come back here after 8 years. He doesn't want to return.
No, that's why I'm here. So you gotta, you should get over there on Jesus Christ Trust. Come in Sunday. We're having a gathering, and no one. I'm at the top of the spiritual hierarchy. No one gets out of here. No one gets out of here unless they're given actual specific duties by me. Say like Tim or Tammy. Actual specific things they're doing for me. No one else gets out of here unless they're baptized by me and then does what I say basically. Why? Because then you're under my wing. Hey, what about this? So to give you the answer. So I got proof of who I am, right? I can't be killed. So whatever. Listen, don't listen. Who else got proof? No one. It ain't ego. I'm here to help people. That's all.
And he says, should I contact him directly regarding getting paid as a realtor via the trust? Or is there a specific video? No, there's no video, but my broker said, because most brokers or business people, they form a corporation, or in this case, we form a trust. And so even though you're an independent contractor, if they say, what's your company, right? Because they don't want to pay you directly as a person. They want to pay your company because then you'd be writing off your mileage and all this kind of stuff. But I said, look, you're going to pay this trust. I gave them the EIN. They said, great. That was it. Then there's no reporting, nothing else that goes on.
Well,
I'm not writing off my mileage or any of that either.
There is a video. It's just how to fill out the W-9. We do have that video.
Right.
That's all you do. You fill out the W-9, hand it to your broker. That's it. That's the end of the whole thing. There's nothing else besides that. There may be some follow-up like Tim had to do when they tried to pay his person and he had to correct them. But no, there's nothing else to do. You just fill out a W-9 and up.
They paid the trust, but then at the end of the year, they gave me a 1099 and listed my social. I was like, why would you do this? You just lied to the IRS.
Yeah. And Tim's told that many times, but so you just have to make sure they do the right thing after you give it to them. But
yep.
JesusChristTrust.net is there, and I have a YouTube channel from that. Basically, is so there's a video on that website, and you just hit it. It's a Poe family testimonial, and that's the channel it's on. And so there's a live event that's coming up every Sunday at noon, and so you can get in there. And it's been going on that I've had that church for a little while now, a couple of years, I guess. And we went to India last year together, and so there's a gathering this May in Florida. So if you don't want to come back, that's going to be the only method. And like Mir Baba said, when Krishna, his story is when Krishna was alive, who wasn't, but he only got 17 souls, Krishna. So, and Jesus got like 12 is the story. So almost everyone's coming back. So if you really want to leave, you You need to accept the truth and move forward under that truth. And first of all, you have to get an offer physically from the devil face to face. You have to, or else you're not a problem. You're not worth, like, the devil's already got you. He's not going to show up and be like, oh, hey, we want you back. Meaning you left. You're not coming
Mhm.
back. You have to meet with the devil if you're not coming back. Have to. Like Alan, who's sitting next to me on a plane to India, and we're going. We were going to Goa, and he had a seat next to me. There's three in a row, right? And he says, "Oh, do you want the window seat?" My seat was the middle seat, right? Do you want the window seat? I was like, if you don't mind. I was like, okay. And so I sat there. Who sits next to him? The devil for the whole plane ride.
Mm.
Seriously, all in black with fingers. The devil's a musician, writes all the music that everyone plays, right? Had fingertips that were calluses, like hoof calluses, not like anything you ever seen. Pure black long hair is like and tattoos that match everything. He sat next to the devil. The devil, Alan met the devil sitting there next
Mm.
to me. I was like, took my spot because that's my shadow. Took my
Yeah.
spot. And okay, if you want to sit in my seat, go ahead. Sat right next to him for a fact. For a fact. So he met the devil. So he ain't coming back. He listens to what I say. So that has to happen. That you have to sit next to him, meet him. You know, that's the way it is. And the people that went to Dee Dee's met the devil, met Z. Other people that I recommended before we went to India, went to the Mayor Obama Center, Myrtle Beach. They met Z, came in, met Z, met the devil. So yeah.
Dee Dee saying we did it to the Church of Satan. They were speaking at City Hall. I recorded it, and Jack showed me to pray and spill water right before, and they canceled last minute.
I'm telling you, if Dee Dee would only come on here, she could be on here for 6 hours straight, and then come next week and be like, oh yeah, I forgot all this whole list of stuff. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. She's been doing this for a long time and listening to me for a long time.
Andy saying, what happens to children in 8 years? I thought if we have this trust, we don't come back here.
Yeah, but no, more than that has to happen. You see, because you have to agree that there's a spiritual hierarchy. Nobody does baptism correctly. It's all done falsely, because if you look at the Bible, Jesus kneels, washes feet, and says, "Do this way you're in each other's presence." No, what that's baptism. John the Baptist does something before, so what? We don't care about what comes before Jesus in the Bible. No one should even read that. Doesn't
Mhm.
matter. He comes along, you do what he says. And so why do you kneel? Because why do I kneel? I kneel when I baptize. I'm not, I'm a guy, right?
Mhm.
God is God. You see what I'm saying? I don't elevate anyone or bring them close to God. I kneel and beg God. You see what I'm saying? Our ego like deteriorates, is nullified, goes away by kneeling to our brothers and sisters. You see what I'm saying? You have to prove you have no ego, and then it's not you doing anything. But that's the opposite of whatever happens in church. So that has to happen. You have to agree, oh, there's a spiritual hierarchy. You're on top. If that doesn't happen, you stay. You don't think there's no spiritual hierarchy, your ego is still in play, and you come back. But what happens to children? Well, what happens when you go to sleep at night? You're not here. Your children are not here. They're not there. You're not like, hey, you can't just talk with somebody when they're not here. They're with God. You go to God then. What happens? Nothing bad, right? You get a rest. But it's exactly the same thing is going to happen. That it's not like Jesus ain't coming here. He's not. He never has been here. Never coming here. People have a vision of him. You see, say you go over into the unseen realm to see God, to see Jesus Christ. That's how everyone sees God. And so that's not going to change. Why? The fallen angels in here, that's the one thing they can't do. They don't deserve to see God, so he ain't coming here. He's not coming. You go there. And it's like, oh yeah, no, you're not on the list as you got. Sorry. You went with the no. So that's what happens. You go one way or the other. That's it. But it's like going to sleep. That's all. Watch Matrix Revolutions when Sati. I've talked about, what was this last week? I talked about this. I think Sati is the name of it's a Hindu word, and a tradition, part of the script BS for the Hindus over in India, right, is when a woman, her husband dies, she's supposed to self-immolate, right? She's supposed to light herself on fire and burn herself. That's their culture, and that's called sati. So sati is a child who's lying on the ground, and they talk about deja vu, and which is a repeat of, right, repeat. uh and Sati is laying down on the curb in a broken down city after Neo fights his nemesis and the whole place is destroyed. And Sati lays down, and then you see across the street, bloop, it just resets the whole thing. The cat, her, and she wakes up. Oh, what's going on? Yeah, that's all that happens. That's why, and your memory's wiped again. Memory wipe. Whoop. What, you say a memory wipe can't happen? You can't remember stuff that happened last week. Memory wipe is
Mhm.
real. What? Everyone's memory is wiped the whole time they live. This is, so easy to do it for God. Snap of a fingers, it restarts. That's all. So what happens to children? Hey, they already got a one benefit, right? They're so spiritually advanced, they didn't have to come for all 64 years of the time loop. So that's something in their favor. You see what I'm saying? That they're that far advanced that they don't have to be here every second, every minute, the whole thing. So it's really important that they know about the truth while they're alive. Like, I have some children that listen to my show on Jesus Christ Trust on Net. They're super advanced. Great. Two of them in particular are just absolutely some of the most spiritually advanced people ever. And they're like two boys that are like 12. So
Andy's adding that unfortunately, my wife is critically ill, and me and my children kneel and wash her feet too. And we believe the spiritual hierarchy and believe in Jesus as our God. What's next? Yeah.
yeah, but you're not in the spiritual hierarchy. You see what I'm saying? And I am. And so with this trust and baptism, eternal life is real. And so your critically ill wife will not die before 8 years. She won't die. Eternal life is real. I can't be killed. I've tested it so many times. The police have tried to murder me. They've come to me on a beach after dark, five of them, to murder me for my work, and God won't let them pull a gun. They tried to chain me in court, and God freezes the bailiff solid. And the judge is like, "Yeah, you're free to go." They get scared of me. This is real. This is the only thing that's real. So yeah, anyone can be healed instantly. Get baptized and give up their sins. Listen to what I say. Sign the trust. You have to give everything to God. Look, this trust is based on Acts 5 in the Bible, right? The husband and wife that come. Wow, we're almost out of time. Husband and
Yep.
wife come, and to Acts is okay. Jesus is gone. Like he's not here, right? So he's gone. What do? You go to the spiritual hierarchy, the apostles, and you give them everything. And that's what this trust does. It gives everything to God, not to me. It gives everything to God. So with Jesus Christ, you're trustee. You grant your soul in, you'll watch over your soul, and that's it. All your assets are, you return to center, everything goes back to God. This trust solves what's in Acts 5. Nothing else does.
Last one here. How can you talk about five perfect masters? Does the Bible say anything about that?
Well, I mean, the Bible says Jesus lives in a body. So, yeah, all the scripture basically has some BS in it. You know what I'm saying? So, you have to see who has the actual proof and truth out there. But yes, different perfect masters got me to where I am. Two in particular, but one at the end in particular did that. So, uh, it basically tells that story like the apostles are chosen by Jesus to spread the word, start the church, and stuff like that, and they teach the rest of the people. So these are allegory stories that explain it. Bear Baba is the absolute truth. That's God the Father is Bear Baba, you see. And Jesus Christ is the Alpha and Omega. He starts and stops. He's the Son. And the Holy Spirit is Gabriel the angel. I met with all three of them. So, and Gabriel gave me the sword of judgment, and I am that individual who judges all in here. So that's the way it is. I don't make the rules. I was like, what? I gave it back when he hit. I was like, I don't want that here. I'm here for him. You don't give it back. It doesn't matter. No, here. Thanks. So this stuff,
All right.
that's what I'm saying. I talk about this stuff. Come over to the church. Come over to that channel. Investigate that. We're out of time. Tim's got to get on to his next show and so on like that. Okay, this is the last. We only have a few hours when you should be telling people 50% off for next few hours. It's an Ash Wednesday sale, right? Ash Wednesday yesterday, and so extended one day. So if somebody wants to get in, get a discount, get in, save their soul, save their assets, save their children, their family, the rest of it are here. Okay. Thank you, Tim.
There it
And
is.
Tim Judge, if you need a realtor, he's your guy right here. Okay. So we're gonna be here next. Hey, and like I say every time, if you don't get the trust, I can't help you. You're not doing X5. I cannot help you. No matter what else I do, I can't help you. Okay, so come next 7 p.m. Thursday. Tim and I will be here. Thank you, Tim, for waiting extra. Well, it took me a minute to witness that and then get in here both. And thank you for the extra minute or two in here. And thanks for everyone. Thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you, Jay. What? Support
Yes.
the channel. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Today's letters, today's show, like Sesame Street, is brought to you by DD and Jay.
Yeah. Oh, that was a
There
good
we
one.
go. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week at 7 o'clock. Thank you very much.